Welcome back to the ZeroW Podcast, where we talk about lifting, coaching, and more. You can learn more about Zero by going to www.zero.com.au. That's Zero with a W. We are also proudly sponsored by Establishment Coffee. Head to establishmentcoffee.com.au. Use the code ZERO25 for 25% off and free shipping. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's what all the cool kids say. And if you're on Spotify, hit that 5-star review. We love it. Enjoy the show now. All right, we are back. ZeroW Podcast.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are we all?
Fantastic.
Good,
Great.
thanks. How's your shoulder?
I got physio today.
Nice. That answers none of my questions.
It's weird. I can kind of do everything, but not. Like I tried to do a RDL the other day with 70 kilos. I couldn't even like reach down.
Just that pulling back sort of action.
Yeah.
You said like rowing hurts, right?
Yeah. But then I found I did the prime row, and that's the only thing that doesn't hurt it. You know how the prime one's kind of on an angle?
I do, because I did the whole stack without straps for 10 reps. So
So I can do that one because it's kind of like on an angle. So I'm like pulling up a little bit rather than back.
getting to that point in prep where everything's real strong, so I'm real cocky, even though my main lifts are going terribly. It's like, yeah, all right, accessory king over here.
Wait, how'd that go yesterday?
What?
Squats.
Did you see his
Yeah.
story?
Yeah, squatted
325.
Squatted 325. It was a bit high. I hurt my back saving Liam on his bench press before. And so my back was feeling a bit, it's been sensitive. And so that catch, well, we built a 9 station on Monday. We moved a 9 station on Monday, which was, smooth as. It was great. There's no hiccups. It was easy as to get off the truck and carry down the stairs. No one complained. No one was dying. It was fantastic, actually. Like, I've never had a better week in my entire life. And my back's not sore at all. So, I've just had a bit of a sensitive back. So, excuses, but they were high. And I can't hit depth on my right side. So, I filmed from the right, which made it worse.
So that's the side you can't. But the 305 looked good.
It was close.
Yeah.
What I'm hoping is that, like, Bridget, Meg, Dunn, and none of them are reffing. And we have, like, Lem and I know Annika wants some experience so she can ref depth for the first time. I'll put James in there.
Me, I feel like people think I'm bad.
You're pretty good.
Yeah.
You're
No.
pretty good.
See, the thing with James is that he gets really distracted. So, like, you just have to talk to him, and then he just won't watch the lift. So that's my current strategy. It's like not rely on strength and skill. It's rely on poor reffing. I've dug my own grave. I've helped develop the APL standards too high. No, I can't slide in.
Well, it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. But
It's a
so
great
when
thing.
You're not the one bombing.
why so do you reckon the reason why your squats are just a little bit high at the moment is it a hip thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like is it painful or is it just like restrictive?
Mechanically, it's like I've got bony growths that have come back that really restrict the movement of the hip. And I've done a lot of work to get it moving better, and like a lot of little compensations like the mini heel in my shoes and all this sort of stuff. And I can just get there on the left side, but the heavier you go, obviously things break down a little bit more. And it's been really painful the last 3 weeks, just ramping up and getting hurt a few weeks ago. But yesterday was a huge step in the right direction. So
Nice. So we're looking promising?
No, but the plan is to do this comp and then call it quits for maybe a year. So I'm saying it now. I'm not going to do the Zero Pro, but I'm still going to do this comp, and I'm still going to go as hard as I can. I'm just going to put raw. I'm confident I can do what I need to do raw if I have more time. It's just this quick turnaround from training to peak that I thought was going to be fine that has turned out not to be fine. And I think if I give myself enough time, I'll be okay.
Do you think with the little elevated heel that you've been using inside your shoe,
Yeah.
so that obviously relieves a lot of pain, do you reckon if you got rid of that, you'd be able to access a little bit more depth easier?
No, the opposite.
The opposite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like if I go higher than that with the heel, I travel forward heaps and I squat high. Without it, I just can't move.
Yeah.
So it's in a sweet spot. I just need more time.
Are you going to deadlift heavy this Friday?
Yeah, I'm going down to Sydney on Friday, so I'm going to train with. I'm going to jump on Alex Hayes' podcast and then train with him after. And the plan is to pull a big single to finish off before the comp next weekend. big single. I'm just, if I can get above 300, I'll be happy.
Serious question. Do they have deadlift bars at City Strength?
Yeah, they've got one deadlift bar.
Okay.
So I've used it the last couple of times that I went.
Mm-hmm.
I did a stiff bar deadlift with Alex once, but I've trained there a few times and they do have a Texas.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Meg.
How's your week been, Megumi?
Good. Just chilling. We watched some movies on the weekend. Ate a lot of food. That's about it. Splitting my chair with Buddy 50-50 moving forward.
You have a real bad habit lately of not.
It's not
using
me.
the microphone.
It's him because I'm like
blame the dog.
I'm contorting my body to like let
the
him.
microphone.
I can't. This is. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
You can now that you're talking into it.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to do the podcast like this.
If I move my mic, the table's going to tip over.
No, your problem is you put the whole mic in front of your face. Stop hiding behind it.
Look at me and Tom, bro.
That's right.
You got
Professionals.
half your faces are behind the mic as well. What
Yeah,
are
we
you
got
talking
big.
about?
We got big faces. All right, good. How about you? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Training's feeling a lot better. What have we been up to?
Watching Snowfall.
Oh yeah,
What's Snowfall?
it's
Holy.
James,
came out
James
in-
Bond movie.
What's that one actually called?
Yeah.
Skyfall.
Skyfall.
No, Snowfall came out in, was it 2017? I think. And
Is
it's
it-
set in the 70s.
Oh.
And it's about like how the crack epidemic came to be.
Oh, I have heard that's
yeah.
really good.
It's amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah,
We're up to season 2. We've just been binging it like every night.
I can't concentrate on TV shows either. So
We should watch that.
yeah, you
It's
guys.
really good.
really
You'll
good.
be hooked like from the first episode.
Have you guys seen what's the one that we watched, Thomas? And it was about fentanyl.
We haven't watched anything about fentanyl.
Oh, the one that
You mean the one about Oxy?
Oxycodone? Yeah.
Speak and pull it.
Oxycontin.
Conton.
Content.
Cotton? Cotton?
I can't remember what it was called. What, was it just called like Painkiller or something?
Maybe. I'm gonna.
Is it
find
a
out.
documentary or like a fictional?
It's a TV show.
It's like
Yeah.
almost a biopic kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's just 5 series, five episodes. It's got Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, it is called Painkiller.
What's that on Netflix?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's really good.
All right, we'll watch that next.
Add that to the list.
I think we have one. How many more seasons do we have of Snowfall? How
3
many
or
is
4.
it?
I think it's
Yeah.
5 or 6.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. You guys should get into it.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
keen.
Yeah. So we've just been watching a lot of TV and eating a lot of food. We went to shout out to Yolanda. She bought us a voucher for Bonita, and we went there on Saturday night, and it was unreal. Everything was 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's
Who's
really good.
Yolanda?
Reese Kingsford's client.
Yeah. So we helped handle her at States this year, and to
Oh.
say thank you. She bought us a dinner voucher. It was so sweet.
Wait, she bought it for you ages ago and you've just used it?
Yeah, we've just used it now.
That's nice.
Mm.
Yeah, Yolanda's great. She's
She's a legend.
She made
Nicest
us
human ever.
She made us South African fried rice when we were
Ooh.
building the gym, and it was amazing.
I wonder if that's kind of like jambalaya.
No,
Nah.
what's jambalaya?
Doesn't jambalaya, does it have like prawns and
Yeah,
stuff in
or is
it?
it like a Creole thing?
Are you thinking gumbo?
Oh, yeah, you're thinking
Gumbo.
of gumbo.
Yeah, wait.
No,
Yeah.
gumbo is more of a,
What's
like
jambalaya?
a soup.
Isn't jambalaya a soup?
Maybe it
Look
is.
it
Yeah,
up.
maybe I got it wrong. I might have got it mixed up.
Anyway, it's fried rice, so
Mm.
like I don't know how far away from fried rice you can get. Basically fried rice with chicken, and it was just seasoned, not Asian style, and she put sour cream on it.
Oh,
It was really good.
Yum.
okay.
Yeah, so she fed us well while we were building the gym.
Damn.
Jambalaya is a savory rice dish of mixed origins that developed in the U.S. state of Louisiana.
So it is. So it is, Creole.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was rice.
And it's consisting mainly of meat or seafood or both, and vegetables mixed with rice and spices.
Okay. Do you ever watch Swamp People?
Yes.
Sometimes.
How crazy is that, like, deep Creole accent? Like,
Yeah.
you barely understand them.
I follow this guy. What's his name?
He's
It's just called Cooking with Cajun or something, and he's got like that real.
Isn't he that guy that you love?
He's got like the big long bushy beard. Wears overalls.
Oh no, I'm thinking someone else.
Who are you thinking of?
The guy that's like meat. You know that one? The one that you always.
Oh, no. Meg's talking about Ainsley Harriott.
Who's that?
that?
he's an old school like TV chef, but he went viral from a really old show where he's like Give your meat a good old rub. Rub it. Spicy hot meat. Anyway. All right.
Oh, speaking of spices and whatnot, I forgot, but I really wanted to get some
Ramen.
yeah, and, the
Ramen.
Baltic noodles and just eat them on the podcast with no liquid and see if I can go the whole episode.
No liquid.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm going to say what I said the last episode, which is nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah.
Like, there's literally no benefit of doing it on the podcast. We can just
Yeah,
you can
because
just do it.
the visual will be funny, but the audio, people are like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I mean, like, you can just film it and we can talk about it, so none of us have to witness it. And when I say none of us, really mean me. It's just not something that I want to do. I'm going away soon. You can do it when I'm away.
Wait, what are you doing in Sydney?
APL comp in Newcastle.
Oh, nice. At Newcastle.
Barbell, yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's exciting.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right, what do we got? Quotes.
All right. Let me kick things off with a quote. As my nutrition's been locked in for about 48 hours. A sacrifice is a contract with a better future.
I'm not laughing at the quote because the quote's good, but the fact that you're like you wake up and you're like, yeah, tracked yesterday, sacrifice, making big changes.
Nah, and all
I like that.
Yeah,
it's a good
sick.
quote.
It's
No,
sick.
I just thought it'd be funny for me to use it as a nutrition fucking
Yeah.
thing. But actually, no, I'm on a 10-day streak on MyFitnessPal.
Nice work,
Yeah,
James.
you've been doing really
11
good.
days. Sorry. Yeah, 11-day streak.
What? So you track Bonita?
10-day streak.
That
No.
was
You
a cheat meal.
didn't eat very
No,
much that day because
I
you were
didn't-
moving.
I didn't
so-
eat
Track and eat out.
No, I didn't eat anything that day.
You had like a sandwich or something.
Yeah, and then I
That's
had
it.
a Bonita.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Sandwich and a protein shake. So that's my quote. It's Jordan Peterson.
Oh,
Is it?
cool.
Mm.
I like him.
JP.
I don't have a quote this week, so I'm just going to recommend a song.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's
How can you just go around changing the rules?
just a once-off.
I like this
Yeah,
rule.
I'm a
You know,
fan.
you know what my morning was like. I was running all over the place, and I'm not going to submit a quote unless I'm really happy with it. So I'm just going to recommend a song.
Mind you, I changed it one time to the something we've learned.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
Yeah.
We all get one.
podcast.
We get one per year.
Nah, he can't say that because then when it doesn't go that way, he goes, "This is your podcast."
I was just thinking that.
I'm like, mate, no, it's not.
James,
Okay.
we'll have a meeting.
So the song is called "How I Learned to Love the Bomb" by Glass Animals. Anyone
Ooh.
want to listen to a really good tune?
What kind of genre?
Think like back when we were all 16 and we listened to the Temper Trap and Passion Pit and all of those bands.
Nah, your boy was a hip hop head.
Okay,
Oh, what?
when Bridget was 16, she was listening to Pantera and smoking Durries behind the back shed.
Okay, when I was 16, it's nostalgic. It takes me back.
All right, hang on. Just before, actually, no, keep going with your quotes. I want to ask you guys a question after.
Mine is, I must lose myself in action, lest I wither in despair.
Oh,
Gotta stay busy.
Nice.
Let's go.
That's a good one.
Stay busy.
Mine
David Goggins.
is the meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple, and yet everybody rushes around in a great panic as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves.
Brian
Alan-
Cox.
Alan Watts.
Alan Watts.
Mm.
I've been hitting heaps of Alan Watts.
He's
lately.
amazing. He's my favorite philosopher.
I think it's
love
because
him.
of you. So like
Yeah.
there's this page that will just play Alan Watts clips with these little cartoons, and it says you follow the page. So I reckon you like something, then it came up for me, then I like something, and now
Yeah.
it keeps coming up.
He's so good. He
All
was
right.
so good.
No, I'm thinking of the wrong guy. I'm thinking of Alan Thrall.
Yeah, very different person. Very, very different person.
what are you going to ask, James?
I was going to ask, what are you guys listening to at the moment? Tom, are you listening to music at the moment, or you're in a podcast or audiobook?
Yeah, I'm in podcasts at the moment. I listened to a 4-hour podcast between Eric Weinstein and what's his name? Terrence Howard
Oh, that one's good, eh?
about maths.
Yeah, is that the Joe Rogan one?
Yeah. It
Mm.
was very long, but it was cool.
I like how they're getting a little bit heated, eh?
Yeah, but most of the time where they have debates on those kind of shows, they're just ugly.
Mm.
Whereas this one, Terrence was super humble and like
Terrence is the man.
it was a pretty cool conversation. He's cooked. Like he's an obvious kook, but he's obviously like unbelievably intelligent. It's pretty crazy.
What about you, Meg?
I just listened to the Theo Von podcast mainly.
You love him at the moment, eh?
I do love him.
You did the one with Louis Theroux the other day.
Yeah, I can't speak for that enough. If you guys want to have a good laugh. You should listen to that podcast.
With Louis Theroux?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Louis Theroux.
It's so funny.
What about you, Gidge?
I've mostly been just listening to a lot of music, but I have been watching a lot of YouTube docos on nuclear war.
You have been
Lately.
going down that rabbit
I
hole.
have, and it's very scary. There's this book I want to read called Nuclear War by, I think it's any someone. Apparently it's terrifying. Once you read it, like, you won't be able to look at the world the same way.
Oh,
Just how close we are to complete annihilation. It's
kinda
pretty
beyond,
scary.
It's kind of beyond, right? Like, we're too far gone.
Yeah.
Well, we have been on the edge of it for like almost 100 years.
Do you know how
Which is
many
pretty crazy.
nuclear warheads there are in the world?
A lot.
Guess. Have a guess.
3,000.
No, higher.
Like 100,000?
No, not that much. There's 15,000. Most of them are in Russia and the United States.
Yeah.
Damn. That's pretty cool.
They have about 5,000 each.
Do you know much about Chernobyl?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Have you watched the documentary?
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a book called Midnight in Chernobyl. I did that recently, and that was really good.
Yeah.
It was just a deeper dive than the show, and a little bit more real. It was fascinating.
I still want to watch the show.
Yeah.
Oh, the show's incredible.
Mm.
10 out of 10.
That
But
one.
yeah, to give you like an idea of how big these nuclear bombs are now, the one that was dropped on Hiroshima was only like, I think it was 13 kilotons.
Mhm.
And then the ones that they have now are over 300 kilotons.
Oh my
So
god!
it's like end of the world, like end of
Yeah.
civilization type thing.
That's so scary.
Yeah,
Nice.
very scary. Anyway, on a lighter note,
Why
let's
do
get
they
into
exist?
the topics.
Fair enough.
All right, MC, hit it.
What are we doing?
Made my first contribution to the podcast in 3 years. Thank you for listening, by the way. 50,000 downloads is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
how
that's cool.
good.
That's not even including YouTube like viewership and
Yeah, that's sick.
things
That's
like that.
awesome.
So that's really cool. Where are we? Sorry, guys. Oh, you guys haven't seen what you're grateful for? Quickly.
Ah,
Meg.
Oh, we've only been
Um,
recording 60 minutes. Feels longer.
I'm grateful for healthcare and medicine.
Interesting.
Yeah?
Very interesting.
It's certainly not grateful for the local punters setting up businesses.
Yeah.
No. Stuff, Big Pharma.
Oh, the classic.
Gidge, what you got?
I am grateful for James. He just officially moved all his stuff in this week or last week.
This week.
Yeah, and it's just really nice having you around.
Thanks.
Grateful for you.
Grateful for you too. Wait, how fucking stressful was moving house? That's a fucking pain in the ass.
It's not ideal.
No, it sucks. Oh my goodness. The amount of... I chucked out like 6 bags of clothes.
Yeah,
and
but that's the good thing.
like 30 shoes.
You
I
get
just
rid of
donated
so
them.
much stuff.
Mm.
It's like a weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm going to sell these. I'm like, nah, I keep saying that. I'm not going to sell them. So I just donated them all.
Mm.
Nice.
Mm.
What about you, James? What you grateful for?
I'm grateful. I'm just grateful for, this is silly, but like the life that we're able to live, like,
Mm.
especially in Australia.
Says that now that he's in his flash new apartment.
Yeah,
View.
life's good. But no, it's just like little things. Like I had all these shoes and shit. I'm like, damn, like I've got so much material shit that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
Mm.
And yeah, I don't know. So it's just made me really grateful.
grateful for life.
More important things.
Nice.
Mm.
Nice.
Tom, bro.
I don't know. Having a mind blank.
You're living in the moment.
Yeah.
I like
That's
it.
it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of grateful for everything.
That's good.
It's a good place to
Pretty
be.
good spot, including the
Yeah.
bad things.
Yep,
Sometimes things are tough, and that makes the good things so much better.
absolutely.
There's a lot of tough things happening at the moment. It's kind of nice to have the contrast.
Yeah, solid.
Mm.
So I'm grateful for despair.
Oh.
Ooh. Widow.
All right, I got a few quotes. Was there any quotes? I got a few topics. Was there anything that you guys wanted to touch on first and foremost?
I like the topics.
You
They're all
pick.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right. Let's start with the powerlifting ones. What to focus on if you're new to powerlifting?
Technique.
And consistency.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
What do you think?
Well, I was just thinking there's so much you can call it misinformation, but there's a lot of information out there. So if you pick too much from different baskets and put it all into your own, you kind of got mixed messages.
Yep.
So if you're new to powerlifting, obviously, yeah, if you really enjoy it and you enjoy learning, read from different sources, learn from different coaches. But if you're new to powerlifting, for me, hire a coach and have faith in the process. That's pretty much all I wanted to say.
But what does that mean focusing on? Because for me, the answer to that would be focus on growing.
Yeah.
Physically?
Yeah, like focus on putting on muscle. I mean, the only exception...
sorry. I should have gone down that route.
The only exception to that is if you've come from bodybuilding and you're gigantic, pretty much. But like the biggest determinant of strength is cross-sectional area of contractile tissue.
Holy.
So, like, you got to be...
If I ever hear you say that to someone... So the reason why we're doing this exercise
is to increase your cross-sectional area. The biggest determinant of strength is how much muscle you have. And the mistake people make these days with the focus on hyperfrequency, I'm going to have a rant on frequency on Alex's podcast, and I'm also going to do a solo podcast on frequency, because it's pretty crazy to think, how much research do you think backs up the high-frequency approach?
None.
Not one study to say like bench 5 times a week. Like it's all literally made up by people, and people just drink it up without questioning it. And frequency is a great way to get strong really fast and a great way to end your strength journey really fast. So the biggest focus for new people in powerlifting, and I would actually argue that this should be the biggest focus for most people in powerlifting in general, is to train hard, especially on accessories, to focus on getting bigger in general, to grow muscle, to minimize fat, to be as lean as you can within your weight class in a like calorie neutral environment, because that's going to ultimately lead to the most strength. Like, it's pretty crazy to think. Do you think your legs are the thing that hold you back the most in your squats?
Yes.
Like your leg strength.
1,000%.
Really?
Wait,
As
what angle?
as opposed to what? Like your technique?
Yeah, wait, what angle are you looking at this from?
Yeah, like why would that be the case?
Oh, no, sorry, no. Wait,
Yeah.
I don't know what angle, you're right. Okay, no.
Yeah, almost never are the strength of your legs the thing that make you fail a squat. It's because of other things that break down. So why would it make sense to do way more squatting when you can make your legs stronger in other things? Like
sorry, I answered that really wrong.
No, that's fine.
Because I was just thinking, I always tell people the same thing. When you see someone who's really strong, or when you see really elite level lifters like yourself or something, if you fail a squat, it's not because your legs aren't strong enough. It's because your upper back will give out. It's because you lose your brace. It's because your hips shoot back. It's got nothing to do with strength.
Yeah, and so like we need strength, and we build strength in more ways than just the lift itself. And in the lift itself, there's often rate limiters that can't be trained that well in the lift itself. And so people spend so much time trying to build the lift itself with the lift that they neglect all the other things they can be doing to make the lift better. And I mean, you can try and argue with me for sure, and I'm sure you can make some good points, but the proof is in the pudding. It's like, I train people of all shapes and sizes, of all like backgrounds, natty, not natty, male, female, big, small, strong, weak, whatever, and it works.
Yeah, you should host debates on here.
That's 100%, bro. That's so funny that you're talking about this, because I was going to talk to you about this today, because someone mentioned to one of my clients yesterday, you need to be benching more. Frequency. I gained this much and this. So I'm like, oh, don't listen to him. He's also put on 25 kilos. Like, do you know what I mean? I was like, oh, nah. Like, and I don't want my client to think that's what he needs.
Yeah.
I've had a client inquire, or a potential client inquire, and then change their mind when they saw the frequency of the big lifts I was giving them and said that it wasn't for them before even trying it.
And don't get me wrong. There's benefits to, adding frequency for sure. But the costs often outweigh the benefits, especially when you add a certain amount of frequency. And it's just about, can you have all the necessary things in a program? And when you start to have too much frequency, you start to take away from aspects that are going to make the program better.
So what determines the perfect amount?
I was thinking that before. Is there even a ratio?
It depends what you're looking at in terms of like perfect for what.
Yeah.
Because it's more than just like the mechanics of a program. There's also like the psychological aspect. So like if you believe that you need to bench twice a week and I only give you bench once a week, you're potentially going to bring the wrong kind of mindset to training, which might completely change your training experience. And so then it becomes a question for me as a coach, is adding the second bench truly going to impact the program negatively to the point where they're not going to make progress? And if the answer is no, and it satisfies the client, then what's the issue with adding that extra bench? So there is some like feed in from like the biopsychosocial sort of approach. It's a bit more complicated than like the perfect. Because my belief is that everyone should be able to make their squat, bench, deadlift bigger with 1 times per week. And if anything, I would argue that you can do it without squat, bench, deadlifting that frequently. I reckon you could make them significantly bigger by doing it once a month or once every 2 weeks. Now, that's obviously not going to be ideal for a powerlifter in the sense of, again, the psychology behind it. You need to be squatting and benching and deadlifting if you're going to really believe that you're a powerlifter. And it's not going to take away from it from doing that. But like, I coach a lot of great lifters, and very rarely do I give someone more than 1 squat, bench, deadlift a week these days.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
That's cool.
There's a lot to unpack with it. But
I was just thinking like, I'm just trying to think of all the really muscular people that we all know in this, in powerlifting. And none of them have high frequency. Like, that's a huge blanket statement, but I'm just thinking of...
Yeah, I mean, we can cherry pick data because people will do that.
That's what I mean. Someone will cherry pick that. And
people will do it in the opposite direction. Oh, what about this lifter? They bench 5 times a week and they added this much. Yeah, I'm not saying that it can't work. But you have to strip back and be like, does it suit longevity? Is there a point where it stops working? Why does it stop working? Why does it work in the first place? A lot of these concepts aren't really unpacked. We just take it as gospel truth that you must be benching 3 to 5 times a week, or you must be squatting 2 to 3 times a week. Nobody ever questions that. And the problem is, if you see results with it, you automatically believe it and start to believe that there is no other way. And if you have a training block or training cycle where you make improvements, you think that's the thing that you respond to, which is a crazy statement because training works the same for everybody. Like you are not special. The training principles work the same for everybody. However, there's that psychological aspect which can change things quite drastically.
Well, at what point do you have like a hard talk with someone who's prescribed to a belief that you've kind of been meeting in the middle or compromising on for a long time?
Only at the point where it's detrimental. Like as in the what they want is detrimental to them actually making progress. But my say would be like, if you're constantly trying to have to convince your clients, you're either not selling it well enough or it's not going to be a viable relationship.
I think I look back at like when I was still doing like powerlifting training, and I think the strongest I ever was, I did 1 set of low bar a week. 1 low bar squat a week. And I think I low barred for like 8 weeks. And before that, I just did, like bodybuilding kind of style training. I just did, every session was kind of like full body, but I just did accept machines and things like that. I don't know. It's just an example.
Sure.
Yeah, that was the strongest I've ever been. The only thing that felt weird was the skill of the low bar. Like, it felt horrible for a while just because I didn't get enough practice with that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I was strong enough.
Anyway, next.
What kind of mental preparation do you guys do for your big sessions?
I liked this question. Feels timely for you, Thomas.
Well, that's why I put it in there. I want to hear from you guys what you actually think about, like when you're coming into, and it can be the same for like you training towards a jiu-jitsu role, meet, camp, fight, battle. Like when you're coming into the last sessions and you're really trying to switch on and like practice. I don't know how to speak jiu-jitsu, but you know what I'm saying.
100%. Well, that's how I was going to answer it. I've got my own little rituals and things like that. And I've done 3 comps and I've learned something about myself every time. Like my second comp, same with lifting though, I get really aroused and I get a little bit too aggressive and a little bit too hyped up, and I use a lot of energy doing that. And I think I'm better at that now. I still get a little bit hyped up and a little bit psyched up, but I just pace around and I do that kind of stuff. That's like the pre-lift or the pre-match stuff.
Sure.
But before that, I like to stay calm. Like I I was just telling Bridget I was listening to a whole bunch of like mindset podcasts. Just how to, I don't know, stay dialed in, stay locked in, and just focus on what you can control. I know we kind of say the same thing over and over with these kind of questions, but like, you know, focusing on what I can control. Like in that match that you came to, it's like I can only control what I can, like my own game. I can't worry about him. It doesn't matter that he's like 6'3" and long. It's like, well, I'm still going to play my game. Yeah, I don't know. Is that a good answer? Not really.
Meg, what about you?
I do this thing. I don't recommend it, but this is just what I do quite regularly. One of two things. One is I'll invest a lot into making my last warm-up feel good, move well. And then as soon as I'm about to start like this top weight or working set, I just tell myself I'm doing it again. I pretend or treat it as if like I never added that extra 2.5 kilo. So I try to minimize how serious it is. And again, I don't recommend this to other people, but it really works for me. And another thing I do as well is I try and bear or place less weight onto the seriousness of it. So I say to myself, if Thomas prescribed me 2.5 kilos more this week, I'd still try it just the same. It's just like numbers on a program. Doesn't matter that it's week 4. Doesn't matter that it's been like 4 weeks that I've been building up to this. I would do whatever it said on that paper anyway. And again, try and minimize the seriousness of it. It works well for me, but if I was speaking to a client, I would just try and bolster their confidence or ask them what makes them feel confident, which could be a whole host of things like the music that they listen to beforehand or how they talk to themselves, the environment that they're in, calming themselves down, like you mentioned, James, just stuff like that, but finding out what works for them.
I feel like you're both answering the different question.
What do you mean?
Like the other question. The other question is how do you mentally prepare for a big lift?
I just told you what I do to psych myself up.
Yeah, that's like my. I was thinking like my mental preparation. That's how I.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's the question you're answering. The original question was how do you mentally prepare for a big session?
In short, I go, this is easy. This is going to be easy, and I just keep repeating the same thing.
I mean more like you're training this afternoon and you're doing a big session. What are you thinking about during the day?
Oh, okay. Well,
but no. Let's keep answering the question of like how do you mentally prepare for a big lift?
Okay.
Because that's what you guys kind of just touched on. Which I think is great.
I do nothing different.
Yeah.
Nothing whatsoever.
Hang on, let Bridget.
Are we
Bridget does nothing.
So are we answering the big lift question?
Big lift question, yeah.
Not much. It's been a while since I've like maxed out or anything like that, but I used to rely on hype music a lot, and now I find I don't. I just go in and I kind of just treat every session the same.
Yeah,
I don't have anything. I should probably get some kind of routine, but I don't really do anything different.
If my hype music was Morgan Wallen, I'd probably throw that away too.
Tom, bro, I don't think you realise
it was Pantera, to be fair, back in the day.
Oh, no, would have never guessed that.
You've kind of rubbed off on a lot of people here, Tom, bro.
Sorry.
Where like the external factors don't matter that much.
It's completely changed for me. Yeah, since
it's
training.
Like, I don't know. I see some people pacing around down there, sniffing ammonia like it's gone out of fashion.
But you were one of the reasons why I stopped like doing things like that. It's like, I don't really need this.
Liam yesterday goes, wait, do you use ammonia? I'm like, no. It's like, oh. Couldn't quite fathom that someone can do a lift without sniffing something first.
Yeah, no, I think you rubbed off on a lot of people in terms of...
You used to get more hyped up, didn't you, before a big lift?
Who?
Thomas.
He's got some throwback clips that are fucking goated.
Oh, we don't talk about those.
What ones are these?
Where he's like slapping the floor and shit.
I've seen that. I've seen that. And then, wasn't it in a group chat and then he deleted it?
Yep. Yeah, no, I just try and not switch on as much as possible because you got to save it for the end. Otherwise, you just tire yourself out.
Yeah.
And then, especially like I think about this with people who go really hard on their warm ups. When they go putting so much energy and effort into your warm up, it's like I would rather my warm ups feel hard and slow and have confidence in my own ability than go really hard, make them feel super easy, and be gassed by the time I get to the top set. So I move pretty slow. I switch on hard in my head. You just don't see it.
I was just thinking of like routines and like rituals and things like that as well.
Yeah, like yesterday for my 305, I was just chatting with Liam and laughing while I was wrapping my knees, trying to really like not think about it too much because I knew that I was potentially going to do something heavier where I would have to sort of
lock in a little harder.
Yeah, go to that place where he didn't speak to me that time while I was wrapping my knees, but if I'm wrapping my knees for a big squat and you try and talk to me, I'm just not going to look up, not going to answer. You just have to know yourself enough to know when to switch on and what that actually looks like, but try and not use it as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you've got nothing to rely on when you really have to switch on. If you switch on every single session, what have you got left when you get to comp day or when you get to the big sessions?
Yeah.
Like, I got nothing.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you guys have any rituals? Like, I look at people in here. Like, I look at Josh Dawson.
Sacrifice a goat.
Josh Dawson does the same thing before every single lift.
Did you guys see Ali's reel last night?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, that was so good. I cackled out loud.
Yeah, Meg's like, you have to watch this. She's like doing that exorcism crawl behind her back. That's pretty funny.
Do you reckon Shawnee directed it?
Shawnee did the
creative.
stunts. She did her own stunts in that one.
Yeah, do you guys have any rituals?
Leading up to your session, like if you trained in the afternoon, what I would do during the day?
Yeah, just any rituals.
Well, caffeine always, except during deload week. The one thing that I try to avoid is too much driving because it makes me feel a little bit tired, and otherwise everything's the same. Obviously, eat well beforehand.
Tom, bro, you got any rituals? I remember back in the day, you used to do this thing like where you go like this.
The aeroplane mode.
Yeah, before you are.
Yeah, people made fun of me, so I stopped.
Don't you still do that?
I do, but it's a lot more internalized.
Like,
yeah.
do you mean like the little fist?
Okay, I'm going to stop that. I'm just not going to lift anymore. It's actually kind of funny. I feel like I've lost a lot of routine because I haven't done preps as much in the last few years. And so, like, even last night, trying to take the lift seriously, it was almost like a novel experience. It's like, it's like seeing someone that you recognize from many years ago, but not sure of, like, did I go to school with that person? I can't put my finger on it. That's what I felt like. I'm wrapping my knees and I'm like, I'm supposed to be feeling something right now, and I think I do, but I'm not sure.
It was kind of a weird environment at the time because me and Bridget had 5 kids in here.
Oh, I saved it for the kids. I wasn't going to let them walk in and think I was a weak.
But do you know what I mean? It was kind of like, normally we're like, let's fucking go, Tom. And there was like these kids and they're like, So we're doing this kids session while you're squatting something massive.
It was a big environmental test. You had like little Jerry down there doing Jerry things. The music was a bit angry. Then I was mindful of the kids with the angry music and what the parents were thinking.
Like, do I change it or do I just leave it?
And then you had the kids thing going, and it was a bit of an environmental test.
Yeah, like
that's for sure. Good thing I'm a seasoned expert.
Do you have any rituals, Gidge?
Rituals? No, I just do the stupid thing where I got to screw my left foot in, otherwise I can't squat.
Nice.
Apparently. So that's about it.
Got to make sure it's stuck into the floor.
If it's going to be a big session, the only thing I really focus on is that I've had enough food, because that always seems to be my biggest battle. So yeah, eat enough and screw my feet in.
Nice.
I'm good to go.
God sends his biggest battles to his toughest soldiers.
I always I do this thing in jiu-jitsu where I like rub my ear. I used to do it when I play footy as well. I have to rub my ears like heaps, get my ears real warm.
Do you know there's an actual science to that?
What is it?
Like there's a science to, I think it's for aggression.
Oh, wow.
Playing with somebody's ears.
What do you mean?
If you ever go to like a European competition for either combat sports or powerlifting, they do it heaps. All the Euro guys will be grabbing each other's ears doing this before they go and lift.
What?
Oh, wow.
Legit.
Okay. Because I used to do it before footy. And then it was funny. When I started doing jiu-jitsu, I started doing it again. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing this for? And then
Google it.
You even pointed it out.
Yeah.
Like, why do you do the thing with your ears? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. I just get them nice and hot and it gets me fucking fired up. I do another thing as well in jiu-jitsu. Tom, you might have seen it. I like loosen up my arms. Like, you know how the dude...
like these ones.
You know how powerlifters do that thing?
Oh.
I do that when I'm like about to go out and I don't know, I just want my arms nice and loose.
The first search term, touching ears autism. Yeah. Okay. What about the other thing? Do you change anything, or do you do any sort of mental preparation when you know you've got a big session for the afternoon?
I do catch myself visualizing me doing the session leading up to it.
Yeah, that's a good
And
one.
in my head, I'm like smiling and it's really easy and chill. Doesn't usually go that way, but I do try and visualize it.
Yeah, I don't know, because my training's different to you guys.
It is.
I fit my training in when I can, kind of.
Mm.
So I don't know. I don't really have a set time when I'm going to train every day, or I don't have 4 specific days.
Yeah.
It's like, shit, okay, I've got to train within this period. I don't know.
What about back in the day when you were more focused on lifting and in routine? If you can remember.
Nah, not really. It was always just the same thing. I always made sure I needed to piss clear before I train. I don't know why. Just make sure I'm hydrated.
Mhm.
And I always just had to make sure I've eaten. And
Yep.
that was it. Nothing exciting.
Mm.
Yep.
And I tried to make sure I'd get a good night's sleep the night before.
Oh, I've never had that.
Yeah, mine is all routine based, and I get quite upset if I don't like hit the routine perfectly.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Like 2 p.m. crackers type routine?
everything, like everything.
It's funny because we can hear your footsteps and I'll be like, to someone watch us, going to get his crackers. Goes out to his car, walks back in with his crackers.
I forgot to buy them this week. I've been
Oh,
drinking
no.
Maximus. That's why I'm performing so terribly.
Yeah, you threw me off the other day when you
You've
got
done one
Maximus.
session this week. What are you talking about?
You performed good.
It's terrible.
Are you going to bench today?
My arms are pretty spicy, but I'm going to force myself through it anyway.
Wait, you're going to bench today?
I was bench on Wednesday.
Oh, it's because you squatted a day late.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was going to say, what, you're going to bench straight after?
Yeah. I mean, that was a bit of a messing with my head, you know, squatting on a Tuesday instead of a Monday.
Yeah.
Because you like being around people squatting too, eh?
It's literally just the routine. I'm happy for no one to be here, but like I squat on Mondays and don't squat on Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Mm.
I
And it really
can't.
threw me off.
I hate it if I can't squat on a Monday.
Yeah, me too. Do you guys want to do any more of these topics today or save them?
What's another one?
Got 2 more. Got why you might be better suited to face-to-face coaching rather than online, or vice versa. And the other one is content creation do's and don'ts.
No, let's do the quiz. Let's do the I think the online face-to-face one is really good. Let's do that next week.
Yeah, sweet. Because that one we can go on for ages about.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've got a quiz that I've whipped up. All right. So who won last week?
Thomas.
Yeah.
Tom
By a
Ross.
landslide.
All right. So there's 10 questions once again. There might be some bonus points. I might chuck some in.
Nice.
Cool.
Ooh.
All right. You guys ready?
Yep.
Mhm.
It's a mixed bag this week.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right. Queens, New York native rapper LL Cool J burst on the scene in 1985. What does LL Cool J stand for?
Far out. I know this.
Oh.
Is this common knowledge?
Yep. You know it, CJ? No.
LL.
But you guys all know who LL Cool J is,
Yeah.
right?
LL Cool J is hot.
Mm.
Bam.
Ladies
Raza?
love. Ladies
No,
love.
No.
He does do that though.
Bridget's
Oh.
on the right track.
Ladies like.
Little something?
Nope.
Mm.
Just a side note, you guys know he was the first like mainstream rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like the
Really?
first person to popularize rap music. He was
That's
the first
insane.
rap superstar. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's awesome.
Mm.
All right. I think you're going to have to help us out with this one.
Bridget got the first part right.
Ladies like.
No, Bridget got the
Ladies love. Cool. James.
yes.
Thanks.
Yeah. So
Nice work.
that's what LL Cool J stands for. Ladies
Oh.
love Cool James.
Yeah, okay.
What were you thinking?
Well, I thought the LL was all we were going for.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I stopped there.
Oh, no.
And then I thought I was wrong.
Yeah, so it's LL Cool J. Ladies
Ladies
love
love
Cool James.
Cool James.
It's a hilarious rap name, hey, like in 2024.
LL Cool J.
I might start going by that.
It'd be cancelled if you use the word ladies these days.
Theys. TLCJ. How many members of Wu-Tang Clan are there?
12.
Nope.
7.
Nope.
9.
Nope.
6.
5.
Are you right, Thomas, over there? Tombro too? She's doing the Tombro technique. I like it, though. You guys need to do this more. Nah, you're all wrong so far.
8.
Nope.
15.
Nope.
10.
Yes. Meg, Bridget, why didn't you guys out Tombro?
I don't know. I didn't know. I thought we got like 3 guesses, so I was trying to think about it.
All right, so Bridget's 1, Meg, Tombro's 1. If you guys can name 3 members of Wu-Tang Clan, you guys get a bonus point.
Method Man.
Absolutely no way.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm trying to think of song lyrics. They was reference themselves in the song lyrics.
You guys have 5 seconds. 4.
Shall and Land.
No.
5 boroughs. Nah.
Members are RZA, Jizza, Method Man, Raekwon, Ghostface Killer, Inspector Deck, You God, Master Killer, Capadonna, and ODB. Oh, dirty bastard.
ODB.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
love how James like, it's a mixed bag. It's all hip hop.
Yeah.
No. Okay, do you know what? So after the first 2 questions, I was like, nah, these are questions for myself. All right, so I got a little bit better after that. Who was the highest paid athlete of 2024?
2024.
LeBron James.
Nope.
As in
He
this
was
year.
5th. Yep,
Cristiano Ronaldo.
correct.
Wow.
Nice, Thomas.
Wasn't that a question last week?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
no,
it
that was Instagram
who
follower.
has the most followers?
You know, so this year his contract is estimated to be worth more than 200 euros. 200 million euros
200 euros.
for a season of football
Yeah,
in
that's
Saudi
crazy.
Arabia.
Oh,
All right. Which Australian 75 kg lifter has gone over 10 times body weight? And what was the total?
Critter.
Correct.
I
wanted to chuck that in there because he was in here last week.
Yeah.
Is it 780?
No.
I don't think he hit 800 at 75.
No.
765.
Very close, Meg.
767.5.
I'm going to give that to Meg. Don't perk up once I've said she's very close. 767. Yeah, so he did that at under 75. He was like my goat, one of my
Well,
goats.
hang
when I
on.
started.
Wait.
Mm.
What was the question?
Which Australian 75 kg lifter gone
I was
over,
going to say Critter.
and what was the total?
I was
Okay.
going to say Critter.
Yeah,
Do
so
they get half a point each or 1 point each?
They get half a point each.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it was a 2-part question. But just on that, a little wee fun fact. Austin Perkins at 23 years old, tested and in sleeves, went 851.
Is he the 74?
Yep. 313.5 kilo squat, 200 bench, and 337.5 kilo deadlift.
Insanely strong.
That's fucked, eh?
Is this recent?
Yeah, last year?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So what's the score? Tombro 1.5, Gidge 1,
0.5.
and Meg
0.5?
Yeah,
0.5. All right. What is Australia's national dish?
Lamb?
Yes.
Roast lamb?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yeah, roast lamb.
I thought it was a trick question. I was like, we don't have a national dish. Oh my God, pizza.
All right. What country has the highest life expectancy?
Sweden?
We've done this one.
What is
Hong
it then?
Kong. Taiwan.
Well, you said it the first time.
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Tom Bro.
No, you can have it.
What is the highest rated film on IMDb as of January 1st, 2022?
Highest rated film.
IMDb.
Shawshank Redemption?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Holy heck.
Nice.
What is the largest Spanish-speaking city in the world?
Mexico City.
Manila.
Correct.
Who?
Bridget.
I think you've done this question too, James.
What?
It's the most populated. The question was
The most
the
populated,
most populated city.
Oh, okay.
But in Manila, they actually speak Tagalog.
Oh, my bad.
Which language has the more native speakers, English or Spanish?
Spanish?
Correct. Are you winning?
I got 4
Yeah.
points.
What do you got?
I don't know. A 1.5.
I think you're on 3. No,
All right.
you're on like
Oh,
3.5,
2.5.
2.5.
All right, the next question is worth 2 points, so you get 1 point for each. Ooh. Which Ground Zero members have the biggest total of 2024? So they had to have competed this year.
2 weeks, Thomas.
Mackay.
No. Ground Zero.
They have to have competed this year.
Yeah, and they're a member
which
of
member?
and they're a member of Ground Zero, male and female.
Biggest.
Shawnee? Female?
Yes. What was the total?
Oh, man.
You should know this
Yeah,
of all
I know.
people.
I know. That's. It is
480?
No.
458.5. 4.5?
No, 459.
459.
Yeah.
The biggest male total, Eli?
No, that's who I thought it was.
Because Liam hasn't competed this year.
Nope.
Who's competed this year?
It was. So
States?
Eli's second.
Andre?
No.
Oh, Oscar.
Oh, I forgot about Oscar. It's Oscar.
Who were you
Who
going to
did you
say it
have?
was, James?
Vincent Tucker.
Oh, Vincent.
Ah,
Yeah, Oscar.
Oscar.
Did he go? No, he went
Nice.
792. Yeah, Oscar went 792.
Nice.
Yeah, what a weapon. And 45, 46 years old.
Yeah, he's strong.
Monster. Lifts so well too.
Crazy.
That's it.
Nice. I win.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Here's the golden handshake.
Thanks.
Staying humble, always.
All right.
Hey, mate.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for listening to the Zero Podcast. If you want more information, head to our Instagram, @zero_weakness. Hit the link in the bio for all of our services and any information on upcoming workshops and events. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star review so we can have a broader reach and answer more people's questions. Thank you once more.